This lesson explains how, when, and which transition words to use inside a paragraph. A transition word is a bridge between ideas. It helps the reader follow the logic, time order, contrast, cause, or example that connects one sentence to the next. Good writing is not only about correct grammar. It is also about clarity. Transition words make a paragraph feel connected instead of choppy. Use transition words when a paragraph contains more than one idea and the ideas need a clear relationship. If you are adding information, use words such as also, moreover, furthermore, in addition, and besides. If you are showing contrast, use however, although, even though, nevertheless, on the other hand, and in contrast. If you are giving a reason or result, use because, so, therefore, as a result, and thus. If you are listing steps or order, use first, next, then, after that, meanwhile, and finally. If you are giving examples, use for example, for instance, and such as. If you are summarizing or concluding, use in short, in other words, and therefore. The best transition word depends on the relationship between the two sentences. Do not choose a word because it sounds formal. Choose it because it matches the meaning. For example, however shows contrast, so it should not be used to add information. Therefore shows a result, so it should not be used when you are simply continuing an idea. Here is a simple paragraph with transitions. Maria wanted to improve her English vocabulary. First, she read short articles every day. Then she wrote new words in a notebook. In addition, she reviewed the words before bed. As a result, she remembered them more easily. Notice how each transition word guides the reader. First starts the process, then moves to the next step, in addition adds another action, and as a result shows the outcome. Without those words, the paragraph would still be understandable, but it would feel less organized. A common mistake is to use too many transition words. If every sentence begins with a transition, the paragraph can sound repetitive. Another mistake is to use the wrong type of transition. For example, saying however when you mean and can confuse the reader. A good paragraph uses transitions naturally, only where they are needed. You can think of transition words as signals. Some signals tell the reader to add information. Some signal a change in direction. Some show cause and effect. Some mark time or order. A strong writer uses different signals depending on the purpose of the sentence. To choose well, ask 3 questions. What is the relationship between these ideas? Am I adding, contrasting, explaining, ordering, or concluding?